Peace, chosen. I hope you all are doing well. Just wanted to give a last message for tonight. I was sleeping and I had a premonition. It was a dream, actually, and I woke up. But the dream was me holding. I don't remember exactly what I was holding, but I know it was food. It could have been cookies or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, guys, but all I know is I wanted the last piece and I was holding it and I was about to eat it. And then since I held it out, it was kind of like I was giving it away, but really I wasn't. I was about to eat the piece of whatever that was. And someone came right, it was this guy. He came right along and snatched it up, chosen. He just came along and snatched it up. And I was like, dang, like, no type of, it's like this person was unaware of, I don't even want to say this person was unaware of how I feel if he took the last piece of whatever I was eating off of my plate. And so I feel as if a lot of people, or not a lot of people, I feel as if there are people who don't understand the journey of kindness, of thoughtfulness. It's hard. It's hard out here for some Decepticons out here. It's real hard out here. And so the person who snatched up whatever I was eating off my plate didn't ask if I wanted the last piece. They just came and snatched it up. It just shows me that there are people, I wanted to say that maybe, there are people who are unaware. I would rather you be unaware of what you're doing than selfish. But unfortunately, the energy that I picked up from it is, the first thing I wanted to think was maybe this person was just unaware. But as I get the deeper download and see how the person just walked away as they grabbed it, there's just some people who are not in tune with their empathic self. And they just don't care. They don't care. I would have personally thought that there are people out here who have the basic acts of kindness. The sharing, share well, you don't have to share everything, but sharing, play fair, just the basics of being aware of what you do out here. The way this person just snatched it up off my plate, didn't ask me if I wanted it or not. It just shows me that there are people out here who are unaware of what they do. There's, I just don't understand it, and as much as I want to relate to these type of people, the dream made me feel some type of way. It woke me up, actually. It made me feel a way, but I'm going to pull on it and get some understanding of this dream. Spirit, so can you tell me about this dream and what the chosen need to know in regards to me, someone taking something off of my plate without asking me? What is this about, ancestors? So we got the Ace of Cups, the Fool card, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So what I'm seeing here is that, okay, maybe this dream doesn't necessarily mean exactly what it's representing in the dream. What I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups is that there is an opportunity here, a new beginning, a revival. With the Three of Pentacles, this is a cooperation, a collaboration. The Hierophant is representing a knowledge, a new knowledge, healing that is happening at this time. So we have the Ace of the Seven of Pentacles. Someone is trying to figure out where to start, okay? Someone is trying to figure out where to start. But anyway, let's get some more clarity. They're trying to figure out where to start. This is a person gaining some sort of someone wanting to evolve. And they're trying to figure out how to evolve, how to change. There is someone who's being taught or could have been under a spiritual practice for a very long time. They could have collaborated with people, and now they're possibly wanting to free themselves from this collaboration. Clarify the energy behind the Three of Pentacles, Spirit. All right, so we got the Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So this is someone who could be having conflict with some sort of spiritual practices that they no longer want to be involved in or something. Clarify the Five of Wands energy, Spirit. So we got the Magician card with the King of Swords. There's the energy that I'm getting here is that someone's acting as if everything is fine, but deep down inside, they are having inner conflict with self. And, with the Magician card, they're trying to manipulate their feelings at this time. But with the Ten of Swords, someone is just like literally, I feel like they are feeling as if they're running out of time. They're no longer able to hide behind the shadows. This is a person who could be feeling isolated and feeling left out in the cold at this time, feeling exposed with the Tower card, the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. They're trying to control what is happening, but deep down inside, they're knowing that they're not able to keep it together. Okay? So overall, maybe this is someone who has a abundant life. I don't know, someone could be rich, someone could have a lot of money, someone could have a big inheritance when it comes to their, I don't know, it's giving me someone who could be abundant financially. It's a Tower moment that is happening. But I want to clarify, Spirit, so why did I get the dream of someone taking the last piece of whatever I had off of my plate? Why did they do that? Why did they take the last piece? So they took it because this person is under judgment. And with the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, this is a person who's trying to gain all they can at this time. They're trying to help themselves at this time. It's difficult, especially when a person has been under something for so long. There's foundation is cracking, and they are currently, they're just trying to keep it together. So whatever they can take is what they'll have at this time. So even if it's a little information of what you're giving, chosen, you being a light, someone is, I'm not saying that they want to take your light, they're just wanting to take some sort of, they're taking whatever you have to give. Because currently, I'm getting like the way I was feeling is like you don't want to give nothing. You don't want to give nothing at this time, chosen, or something like that. You're not really at this point wanting to give, but someone is willing to take anything at this time because they are low, they're losing it at this time. They're literally losing it. And they're under judgment. And there could be a breaking point that this person could be having at this time, and they're trying to keep it together. But these are lessons that this person is having to learn. So when I talk about the basics, there are people who don't understand the basics because they've been selfish for so long. I don't know why I'm getting the song Bare Necessities, but I want to play that song real quick. Necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. So, the bare necessities is about letting go of stress, living simply, and enjoying life's natural flow. The song comes from the Jungle Book, but chosen, we've learned how to be grateful for the little that we've had, especially being left out in the cold, because of course the powers that were are people that have to have everything. They take everything and they tarnish it. They turn it in. They tarnish it. They destroy it. They make it into evil. They make, they create or turn like the food into, making you sick. They put poisons in it. Like, they just have to have some sort of power or control over something. And so what we've learned how to do is take the little, get away from that shit, the power that everybody wants, and just learn how to have the bare necessities. And even with the little simple things that we have, it's just like, someone doesn't even want you to have that. Okay? But anyway, with that said, there comes a time when you have to just have balance and flow in life. You got to learn how to be adaptable. You got to learn how to manage, managing your priorities, balancing and, sometimes juggling some things. However, whatever you're doing, chosen, you're doing a good job. You had to literally learn how to just take your time. And it could feel as if there could have been a feeling of stuckness because there are so many people who are selfish out here. They don't want you to, they just, you don't want you to have nothing. But with that said, with me eating off of the plate and holding in my hand, and this person just coming to grab the last piece, the way they walked away, it was like without a care in the world. And so with that said, there is a struggle where people don't understand the demonic force that they have within them. When you had to deal with a lot of tension and grudges and just a lot of chaos, chosen, when you were in the midst of that, you learned how to step away from it. You learned how to heal on your own. And so I'm getting the 5 of Wands energy. These are people who are suffering with conflict within self. They don't understand it. And so because they don't understand it, they don't know how to step away. Like, it's so simple. I feel like, well, I won't say it's simple. It's levels to it. And I feel like we've developed a way to, like, not be in the midst of chaos, not be in the midst of chaotic energy, where we have to step away from things that no longer served us, you know? And so this is what is hard for a lot of people to do. And so I'm getting Five of Wands energy with the Devil card. There are people who are stuck in a lot of tension. They're stuck under control and power play energy, because they want security, financial security. And so what is the so what Spirit is telling, people like this, is to free themselves and to understand that you win more understanding that you don't have to be so hard. Free yourself from being or trying to be in control of everything, and learn to be okay. I'm not saying to not be okay with not having, but be balanced in just being, because it's just so much tension and anger that is happening, and it's all for some sort of control or power. It's crumbling, and Spirit is asking that you heal and free yourself with the Fool card, because the divine is wanting to awaken you. And I know it's that you're at the point where you're like, I don't know how to do it, with the Seven of Pentacles energy. There's someone who's not understanding where to start. They're looking at it like, dang, this is a lot of work. But if you just release control of what you thought you had control over, and learn to just, be free from it, it will be a lot simpler. And so with the person taking the last piece on my plate, it made me feel so upset, because I'm like, dang, I'm trying to be grateful for the bare necessities. But if someone's trying to take that from me and walk away, not even caring that they took the last piece off of my plate, the way they just walked away, it was just so selfish. What is that about? It's about you understanding the power plays that people play, and you bringing light to the situation where there will be justice. So I do feel like I'm not saying that there could only be justice if you understand the situation deeply or from a different perspective, because the divine is always working in ways unimaginable. But your justice comes when you see truth for what it is. And when you see the truth, you're able to recognize what's been hidden. And this is where you'll grow and move past whatever is no longer you'll move past what is no longer for you, maybe. I'm just seeing here that someone is moving past, is seeing past the veil now. And so your justice lies in you seeing the truth. That you do feel some type of way when you've worked hard and understand that, or you're okay in receiving or having the bare necessities, and someone wanting to come around and control that too, because you've done your healing and now you're in this space of feeling, whole in your life because you've actually done the work chosen. And so since you've done the work, you can now receive and be okay with receiving the bare necessities that the Most High is continuously blessing you with, because that's the blessing. It's about literally healing your inner child, forgetting about your worries and your strife. They're saying that line is basically inner child healing, nervous system reset, manifesting mindset of awe. So meaning that you've manifested your healing. You've healed your inner child. And of course, there are people who are even wanting to control that, because again, there are some who don't understand they don't understand that they actually have bare necessities too. Even with everything that they have, someone could still be mad at you for resting in receiving your bare necessities, and they want to take that from you when they already have that. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but Spirit is saying that you're in a place where you're releasing the fear of survival based on thinking. So, fear, you're not having fear in lack or control. You're allowing life to just move, and tapping into trust and flow and joy. You're not resisting change. You're at a point in your life where you're okay with where you are in life. Wherever God takes you is where you're going to be chosen. And some people, they want to be where you are. But instead of them letting go of resistance and control, they continue to have a lot of tension because they don't know how to let go. Like you are literally surviving off the bare necessities. Meaning you don't want to control nothing. And I'm trying not to be repetitive, but there are just some people who are having difficulty with releasing control. They're feeling stuck in a very low vibrational energy. And there's someone wanting to come out of this. But yes, chosen, someone just literally came and took whatever I was eating off of my plate. Like I was it was so peaceful. I'm eating and then they just come and take it. And I'm like, dang, like you didn't even ask. You don't even know how I feel about you taking. You just walked away as if you had no understanding of what you did. So people who are in control, they don't even understand why they're in control, why they want so much control. Because everybody could be happy. Everyone can be at peace. But because others want to control, or they're wanting to be in control, and control causes fear. Fear causes tension. They're in the midst of chaos within not only themselves, but people that they're around. And it causes lack mentality, where they feel they have to take everything, even the bare necessities that you have, the joy that you have, the flow of life that you have, that God is giving you. And that can't be taken. So the last message is to be resilient. And with the Fool card, this is saying to continue to go with the flow of life. To have a reset in your life and know that the Most High is loyal to you and put you on a journey to just be free. So with the 3 of Cups here, And the Lover's card in the Ten of Swords, this is saying that you now realize the betrayal that has happened, and you are in a space of celebration and completion, wholeness, happiness, freedom. You're in alignment. And last message is you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. And this is why the Most High God is continuing to look after you, chosen. And definitely tower moments happening for you to move forward in your life. Yeah, new options, new choices, new opportunities for you. That's what I'm getting. Have a good night. Peace.